Advocacy is the process of standing up for yourself or someone else to make sure that their rights are upheld. People can do advocacy at a big level, like talking to governments or going to protests or all sorts of different things. But then there's also individual advocacy, where if something's happening for you as an individual, you might need someone to kind of stick up for you and walk alongside you while you solve your problem. So we know that many disabled people face unfair treatment and discrimination within their society. So advocates work with systems, the law and the community to make sure that disabled people are treated fairly and on an equal basis with others, and that disabled people have active choice and control over their lives.
A lot of people think human rights are don't apply to them. Maybe the problems that they're experiencing are too small to be considered a human rights problem, but everybody is entitled to human rights.
It can be anyone as a human, and it's really important that if you don't feel that something is being classed as a human right and it's going against it, that it's being spoken up about.
And so if there's any issue going on, even if it's really small, it can still be impacting your human rights.
So disabled young people might need human rights advocacy in a variety of different systems and services. This might be NDIS or Centrelink in housing, employment, education, in government systems such as the police and youth justice system, child protection, community services, family services. There's lots of different places that disabled young people might need human rights advocacy in.
Like at school or at uni.
If you're not able to access the classroom or access classes and education in the same way that non-disabled people would, then that would be a violation of your rights.
And it's not just about like being able to physically access the space. That's part of human rights and part of accessibility. But there's a lot of other stuff than just being able to physically get into and access the classroom.
Yeah, absolutely. They can be social, emotional, sensory.
It also includes fair housing.
Yeah.
Making sure that, as young people, as any age people, that we all have access to fair housing.
Treated safely by your family, and it could be even like support workers.
Physical safety, but also mental, emotional safety, spiritual safety.
I think it's important that young people know that your rights can be impacted without the other party doing it intentionally or maliciously. It can be subtle or an accident, but it's still a human rights issue.
Because they're not always acting on purpose. And so there's a big part on educating about what different human rights are and how it can affect as well.
Absolutely, and I think that's part of what an advocate can do, is to work with the other people and the other systems and services in your life to help them understand what they have to do and how they can uphold your rights.